AFM Videos, the leader in football education.
Hi, I'm Rex Lardner, the managing editor of American Football Monthly, and our guest today is Coach Robbie Owens. Robbie Owens is the head coach of Grand Junction High School in Colorado, and he recently completed a 4-set series of DVDs on his high-octane offense. We think it's going to be the next great offense. The 4 videos include the basics in the run game, the drop-back passing game, the run-pass combo package, and implementing tempo. The complete set of DVDs will be available soon at afmvideos.com. Coach, welcome. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
So, tell us about the origins of the no-huddle pistol offense.
Well, I think, I spent a lot of time as a defensive coordinator in college, and when I took over in high school as a head coach, I wanted to move to the offensive side of the ball, and what I found is, I wanted to do all those things that I didn't like as a defensive coordinator. I hated quarterback run game, I hated option, I hated 3-by-1 formations, and so it kind of evolved from my time here in Florida, and then moving back to Colorado, that I found that we needed to be able to do things similar to what Nevada was doing. We wanted to run the spread, and I liked what the pistol gave us, because it gave the defense a post-snap read rather than a pre-snap read of what we were going to do. And it's kind of involved. I feel like we've stolen everything that we do is from somebody else, but I feel it's kind of my personality of who I am, and the no huddle stuff. I'm a big believer in tempo, and so all those things kind of combined together. In the last 3 years, our offense hasn't changed a lot. We've tinkered with a couple things, but we feel like we've had a lot of success because we've really built an identity with our offense.
Gotcha. Generally speaking, what kinds of athletes do you need? Do you need specific types of athletes, maybe at the skill positions, to make this successful? Well,
I think what I've learned in the last couple of years is there's a lot of different ways. We've had we've had 2 quarterbacks, really 3 quarterbacks in our system since I've started running this offense, and really all 3 of them were very, very different. But statistically, they were all very much the same. And so what we found is they can do it very different. We had one kid that could read a lot better than the others and would pull the ball and had a lot of success. We had other guys that we had to build in some quarterback run game. All of them were efficient passers. I think that's one thing I would say is I like a dual threat quarterback, but that can run. But I also think he's got to be a guy that can distribute the ball in the passing game, so we don't get 9 and 10-man boxes. Right. But I think what we found is we feel like at Grand Junction, it's never been that we've had better athletes than everybody else. What we feel like is our scheme has given us a schematic advantage of some of our opponents.
Gotcha. Well, Robbie, your first video is entitled Basics in the Run Game. What are the priorities to making your running game successful?
Well, I think it always starts up front. I think you have to do things. We like to complicate things with formations and motions and shifts and things like that, but we like to keep things simple for our up front guys. We build everything off of a premise of a basic ISO play. We call it power, our power run game, but we really want to run ISO where we're leading with the fullback, your typical ISO play, so we're in a 21 personnel type look, but we also want to lead with our pulling guard. We can pull a tackle, we can flex a tight end off the line of scrimmage, and we can lead with a tight end. So we use a lot of variety of ways to run the exact same play. And then we think we have a system within our offense that we can make adjustments to what the defense is doing, or personnel adjustments that we have to make. If we don't have a great matchup on a 3 technique, or we don't have a great matchup on a backside inside linebacker with our tackle dipping inside, what we feel like we can do is we can adjust those angles with real simple variances in our calls to allow us to have better angles and be effective in the run game, because it's always going to start with the run game for us, and then we're going to feed off of that into our passing game.
Now we'll segue into the drop-back passing game. What is really needed to make this thing work?
Again, we think we simplify the protections for our up-front guys, but I think quarterback-wise, whatever your philosophy is in the passing game, I think you got to be able to articulate that to your quarterback. Your quarterback has to go out there and be able to distribute the ball with a lot of confidence, and we feel like with our system, we run a lot of run and shoot type philosophy where our guys have some option routes within the scheme, but we want our quarterbacks to have a simple progression read where they can do their 3-step drop and know where their ball is supposed to go. And we've practiced it a lot in 7-on-7 and are able to get our quarterbacks comfortable within our offense. And the drop back passing game is crucial because, again, if we're running the ball effectively, we know we're going to get 8-man box, we know we're going to get a 1 high safety, and we know that we can really help our quarterbacks become effective passers.
Gotcha. Well, that will segue then into the next thing, and the third video is on the run-pass combo play. It's the basic concept that the quarterback has options depending on what the defense shows.
Yeah, I think it's the new craze in college football, being able to call a run and pass play at the line of scrimmage and let the defense dictate, whether we're going to run the ball or we're going to throw it. And so it takes some pressure off your quarterback. We're still going to run our read game. Our quarterback's a threat to run the ball. But what we do with our run-pass combo plays, for the most part, is we give our quarterback the opportunity to hand the ball off in the run game, but also distribute it in the passing game and not put all the pressure on our quarterback, to run the football. But the run-pass combo plays, again, we like to run them on first down, to be honest with you, because I think the big thing for us is we run those run-pass combo plays and we let the defense dictate to us whether we're going to run the ball on first down, whether we're going to throw the ball on first down, and hopefully get into manageable second and third down situations.
Gotcha. Coach, the last video is implementing tempo. Are there certain requirements or priorities relative to making that work?
Well, I think, again, a new trend in football is going to be, the tempos. I think everybody's got to fit it to their personality. They got to fit it to their offense. I mean, I'm a big believer in not huddling. I'll probably never huddle again, just because I think it's given us so many aspects to our offense. It's opened it up. I feel as a coach and an offensive coordinator, I'm able to get our kids in a better play based on what the defense is showing us pre-snap. And we use a variety of tempos. We try to get the defenses to give us a different look so we know we can make an adjustment. But for the most part, we're going to be as fast as we possibly can. And I tell most coaches, I think the key is just incorporate what you're doing currently in your offense and just figure out how to communicate that at the line of scrimmage without giving the defense too much clues. But at the end of the day, the tempo and the pace is not going to allow the defense to adjust a lot, and I think you can take a lot of advantage just with using tempo.
Gotcha. Well, Coach, thank you. Appreciate you being with us. Our guest today has been Robbie Owens, the head coach at Grand Junction High School in Colorado. His 4-set DVD coaching instructional package on the No Huddle Power Pistol will be available soon at afmvideos.com. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.